I got on my warrior shirt for you guys today. Not warrior, warrior. Like we have to have this warrior mentality to take on our lives. Let me tell you, it showed up in my appointment with God today. It was a video and it says, when life is hard, you gotta be hard too, okay? So when life gets tough, we gotta muster up the toughness in us and bring it, okay? And knowing that we have God with us, baby. Let me tell you how he showed up for me. So yesterday was a day where I came back from the God tree, so happy, so confident, you know, like, yeah, Nick, you got this. I'm trying to get our business open again. You can do this, Nick, like full confidence. Then next thing you know, I came home from work and I'm just imagining all these worst case scenarios. Nick, what if this happens? And like all these doubts and all these insecurities start coming. What makes you think you can do this, Nick? You don't have what it takes. So how did that go? This up in my faith and down that night, you know? So God knows every thought we think, guys. So I go to my God tree and I look down at my Nike Running Club app and I saw the number 18 twice. So I said, okay, God, you want me to go to page 18 of our family's website? Can you believe it was exactly about this same situation? Where I was driving home one day from work and I was talking to God. I said, God, what is wrong with me? Why is my faith in you constantly going up and going down from one moment to the next? So let me tell you how God is. Can you believe I got home, I started this coughing. So I overdosed on my mom's like really strong cough medicine, and the next day I was like hungover in bed, could not move, couldn't drop my kids to school, nothing. And so at one point I just said, you know, feeling sorry for myself, God said, listen to Star Girl. Her name is Anita Serene. That is my psychic YouTuber. God said, listen to her. So I go to YouTube. Can you believe her last video was on the top of the YouTube feed? So I said, okay, this is where God wants me. And can you believe she discussed specifically what I was dealing with that day and what happened with me yesterday? She said, this is Star Girl now. She said, I want to tell you that whatever it is you're worried about, have faith, because the Creator is really working in your favor. I see the Creator is really working with you and really blessing you at this time. You may be struggling with faith in God, but the Creator is saying not to worry about anything because they are actually working in your favor to make sure that whatever it is that you're worried about doesn't happen. She said, you guys are highly, divinely protected and guided. I sense your God is watching over you. I'm getting this energy from you guys, that on certain days you have a lot of faith, then on others, like you go up and down in faith each day. Exactly what happened to me yesterday. Like God said, Nick, I saw you yesterday getting all up and down again with your faith in me. He said, it depends on the day. And I see that for you, the Creator wants you to know, have faith. That worst case scenario thing you're thinking, exactly me yesterday, guys. I was like, God, if this happened and that happened, and that. Like all these worst case scenario situations came to your girl mind. Those worries you're experiencing are from a lack of faith. Have faith. I'm watching over you. I'm protecting you. I'm making sure none of these crazy worries you have are going to happen. Everything is working out in your favor. Wow, guys. Nobody can tell me that was a coincidence after my little downfall yesterday, thinking all these worst case scenarios. It was just God again coming through to me, wrapping his arms around me, saying, Nick, come on, what is this? You know I'm with you. You know you're my girl. So it's so important to have these alone times with God, okay, guys? Like every day I'm running to my God tree, no joke. Because he helps us. Anything we're struggling with, let me tell you, God is there to help. So I want us making God our best friend. Do you hear me? Make God your best friend. Because what he does is he's always working in our lives. Anything, like my brother Jason, I went to brunch with him on Monday and he corrects me. My brothers, they correct me, boy. which I love. He said, Nick, your only problem is you don't like to work. So again, God is getting involved, saying, Nick, come on, we got to step up our game. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. So he's the one like helping me to go out to the street, and I listen to my messages from my brother Kerry, and he's like, come on, every day you got to work on being a better self. What you did yesterday wrong, okay, correct it today, and every day just work on being better. So another thing Jason told me about though, he said, Nick, you go too easy on other people. And I say, Jay, it's a constant conversation with God as to what he would have me to do. So something really important I have to teach you guys. You know how you have your senses, like your taste, hearing, whatever, right? Feel. But we have an important other sense, and that sense is God, a communication directly with God himself. So you have to get to know his voice. That's why I say, make him your close friend. Okay, so moment by moment, we can say, what is it that he would have us to do? So Jason say, you're not going hard enough. And I say, Jay, it's a conversation with God to say, no, I want you to be extremely gentle right now and patient. Because honestly, God, you can love people for their strengths, and it's easy to love them for their strengths. But when a person is weak, it's hard to love them, right? So that's what God has been teaching me, that I have to love people for both their strengths and their weaknesses. You can't take apart a person and say, oh, I love you for this. No, we have to love that full person. And like Carrie's been teaching me, that I'm not to look at anybody and the speck going on. I need to work on myself, with the struggles and everything that's going on with me. I need to work on making myself better and leave God to work on other people. We're not here to police anybody. We're just here to be. Another thing that Carrie's teaching me in those daily messages, to be God's representatives, and clothing ourselves in love and peace and joy and gentleness and faithfulness and dependability, and just knowing God's voice, okay, moment by moment. Nick, now is the time to be hard. Now is the time to be soft. Like a old blog showed up there where God told me in my spirit not to be hard on my daughter Amber. Say, just chill with Amber, because me and her are like fighting every day. So now I see my daughter Amber is doing so well. Can you believe Amber is the one now pushing me? Amber say, Mommy, I'm working 4 days a week at Nike. I'm going to school 3 days. Hey, Mommy, I'm going hard every day. So guess what, guys? I'm following my daughter. I'm going hard every day. That consistency from her is what I love since she was in kindergarten. Is something that now I need to work on, so the same issues that I deal with my kids is the same thing that God does with me. He's constantly working to bring out the best in us. Okay, so let's focus on us. Let's focus on making God our best friend. Let's focus on getting to know his character, and that's what I'm doing with my Carrie messages. God is like working on my character. This inner man in me. Say, Nick, I need you to be stronger over here, and I need you to be softer over here. So all day that I'm listening to God and learning his voice, okay? And that's where I want all of us, because that's how he guides us on the best path for our lives, where we're divinely protected. His favor follow us wherever we go. But we have to obey him, okay? When you obey God, that's where the blessings are, okay? Just listening. In his voice, God, what would you have me to do here? In every aspect of our lives, every single aspect of our life, get God involved. Learn that sixth sense. Know when he's speaking to you, when he is telling you to speak, when he's telling you not to speak, telling you the battles that belong to him, the battles that he wants you to fight. Okay, so all day long, we're going through life with God. He's holding our hands. We're not doing this life alone, guys. He is with us every single second, every moment. That's a beautiful message I have for you guys. So that we could be warriors. Your girl here is going for greatest of all time. You hear me? Greatest of all time. Wife, mother, blogger, vlogger, person for God in the world. God's rock star, baby, all the way. So don't miss out, guys. The best life of God. Make sure, wake up every day having your appointment with him, okay? Put God first. I promise you, this is how he guides us on the path that exceeds anything we can imagine, and just knowing that you have this love, this unimaginable love, like for him to come up with this specific message with that page 18 today, with what I struggled with yesterday. Hey, Nick, what's the problem here? You know I love you, my boo. You know I'm with you. You know you're divinely protected, divinely favored by me. So I don't want all this love by myself, guys. Get to know God for yourself.